Alright, good morning to you guys. It's the weekend before Christmas, so I guess that makes it about the 23rd, maybe 22nd. I don't really keep up with time that much. But what I have today is going to show y'all the siblings from 2018 clutch and kind of look at the similarity or differences and maybe ask some questions about whether or not we're seeing hets are different than normals, and really right now as far as growth rate, or possibly that it's the males that are growing a little bigger than the females. So right here, 2018 male, and he's not male, but this is 2018 iguana. Now, out of the same clutch, a sibling, y'all see the size difference there? I split them up in two different groups, the ones that were getting bigger and the ones that were not growing as fast. So at first I just did it so they wouldn't beat up on each other, because they do kind of squabble over good basking spots. So before, and this, they're both normal looking. I don't know if I can get this guy. It's the iguana circus. So if you see, he's much bigger over here. They're both 6 months, they're siblings. And what these are is 50% possible het blue, 50% Colombian albino. So, and I noticed with albinos and blues, visuals, they grow slower. So it's one. I really need an extra hand doing this. All right, set you down. Set you down. Here's one of the ones that popped out red. So this one's red, 50% het albino, 50% het blue. I proved the blue out in the father, but I haven't proved out the albino, so I'm still, it's hearsay. But let's get it's safe. And so, well, now I got two. And now I have one lost on my back. I can corral him over to my left shoulder a little bit more. This ain't good. Oh, look at him. He's not gonna jump down there with his siblings. Okay, I have an iguana loose on my back. Anybody see him? Oh, there he is. Come here. Come here, little guy. You're gonna run back up. At least I can grab it. Ah, there he is. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Oh, man. Alright, so let's try this again. So, hold on. Let's get him calmed down. This is a different one. And that's red. Red, het albino. Red, blue. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is red, het albino, het blue. 50%. I just gave him a bath and I spent some time handling them and stuff. And now they're like, ooh, the sun. And so him licking his tongue is good. It's also kind of, when you're handling these guys, they're skittish and squirmish. But I don't handle them a whole lot. They don't take really much at this size. Get them this size, you see them flicking their tongue and they're curious, they're not bobbing their heads too much. They'll, I'm leaning over a table. Alright, so this is a 6-month-old iguana. And this is a sibling. So as you can see, they get bigger. So if I can corral him back up, they like to climb up. If he moves at all. And now he's going down my arm. And sorry, I refer to everything as he, his, it, maybe. But you can see the size difference, right? Alright. and they're starting to shed a little bit. But anyway, there's a noticeable difference, and it's half and half, 50-50. Now I got a group of 4 iguanas that were the same age. Whether or not they were siblings, I don't know. They're farm bred, and so it means they're in large communities. And so there's the red, and he's still going to get redder. You know, they start off kind of green, and they'll get all kind of, and they don't like having their feet dangle, kind of like rabbits if you've ever had rabbits. All right, so I'll show you the difference of a month, and I have a blue visual who's 50% het, Columbian, albino, and a month younger. So let me take my smallest 6 months. That's this one. 6 months old. And 5 months old. So, sorry with the sunglasses. I normally like to look at people in their eyes and see my eyes when I talk, but the sun's directly in my face. And I wanted that so we could try to get the HD part of my camera to work. And this one's shedding. Some beautiful markings. And but small, you know, and they live in the same cage, get the same diet, same sun. And even my adult male blue one I have is smaller, you know. So there's definitely, you know, your reds are going to be your biggest. Greens can catch up to the reds, you know, over time, but the blues, hypos, and albinos, they're a much slower growing iguana as far as growth rates. So the question that I have, is this difference, this 50-50, is this linked to the het gene that's causing them to grow slower, or is it attached to male and female? Because like I said before, with the 4 that I got, I had 50-50 male and female ratio, and about this same age I was able to predict whether or not it was male and female, and I paired them up early, and to this day they're paired up, and they're about 18 months. Lucky guess, I don't know, but also because when I split them apart, the ones that were big wasn't that they were getting better basking spots or more of the food, because even when I split them apart, the ones that are smaller are clearly still smaller than the big ones. See how pretty that guy is? I'm so upset I'm missing part of his tail. And they do squabble, but I have a rat problem in my shed that I'm continuously having to fight, and I can't use poison because my dog would definitely eat a rat if she found one, regardless dead or alive. Preferably dead. She roll around in it for a few days. It's pretty disgusting. But these guys are so pretty. And so 5 months old, so a month younger. If you look at him compared to one of the bigger 6-month-olds, same diet, same light bulbs, same basking distance, time under, you know, my timers are on the same, but they just grow differently. And so those questions that I asked earlier, hopefully we'll be able to see that out. It's going to take a couple of years, because when you're dealing with hets, you don't know, so you got to raise a lot of them. And that's what I'm doing with this batch, is that I didn't really sell any. I think I gave 2 out of the whole clutch. And this guy, there was only 2 of them, and one of them had the curly spine, as you saw before. But it's good to see he's sticking his tongue out, so he's still trying to get away, but he's not so frantic. You know, he likes blue. What does he look like on the blue? I can't have him. I'd really hate to lose this guy, because he has the dark eyes we discussed before in other videos, the dark eyes, and that's attached to the father. And it's weird because all these other greens and reds that I have was fathered by the same iguana, but the dark eye didn't carry over to but just the blue. So that's a really weird one. So I know it's not recessive, it's not even co-dominant. So is it attached to the blue phase that he's het for? And attached maybe somewhere, but the mother doesn't have the dark eyes. But she has a different blue than what you'll see at the pet store. So those are questions that I'm asking, and stay tuned. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll try to do more and more of these as we go along. You know, every couple weeks, every 3 weeks. You know, at some point I'll be able to do it once a week. You like it or don't like it, that help. Comments below, that's helpful to me because it knows what to do next. I'm all over the place and not really sure where to go with this. Really, this kind of documentary type iguana breeding. There's not a whole lot out there. There's plenty out there that tells you how to care for them or how to handle them or tame them. I'm just going to assume a lot of y'all already know that and seen those videos, but we're watching the genes come out, and you know, breeding project, this, you know, and have you guys seen? And it's really pretty, but this is, I mean, even at 6 months old, this red still hasn't come in yet. It's still kind of a brown, a lot of green on the body. So that's interesting to me because I've seen them smaller in pet stores who are really red. So how old are they in a pet store? Yeah, but they get a really good diet and they eat as much as they can. You know, have enough food all day long. So I really cram a lot of food down their throat. And really pretty. And you know, even the normals, these guys have been staying lighter in color. I don't know, it's partially due because of the Columbian being the father, the Columbian albino, and a Columbian strain. They get darker from time to time, but not much. So here we go. Little update 6 months after they hatch. Just keep tabs on them. Alright guys, I want to thank y'all so much. I got 69 subscribers now. Thank you, 69. If there was a way, I'd thank each and every one of y'all, because there is a loyal fan base of about 40, 50 y'all, and then you know, I get views over the course of a year or so. So please, you know, and even share it. It's just, I don't see too many videos. You know, you see snakes and gecko videos all day long, but you don't see too many people with iguanas. And so if you guys got some, if you have a channel, let me know. I'll subscribe to it, and we can learn together. You know, those ball python guys, there's a group of them, and they share a lot of information, and they got all these genes, and we can do that with iguanas. Not such a large scale, because iguanas take up a good bit. I probably fit 100 snakes in one of my adult breeder cages. So, all right, Merry Christmas, y'all.